Hi guys, so I wanted to basically do a review on this game. So I purchased this game quite a while ago, so I have done an unboxing of it because I bought the limited edition, so if you want to see it I'll leave a link somewhere. I will have the volume on because I'm not exactly monetized anymore, so whatever kind of thing. But yeah, I wanted to do a review on this game because everyone's like hating on this game like it's the worst thing ever, and there is worse games out there on the Switch, like literally worse games. Just yeah, and I have sat there now and played this game quite a lot. So because of the boys, I kind of just went, I need a game that I can just grab and be able to play on the whim. I can put it down, walk away for it for 2 days, and then be like, I've got time now, I can play this game and go back to it and just pick it up and know what I was doing. So the game I'm talking about is this. So it's Harvest Moon, if you can kind of see it. It's Light of Hope. This is on the Nintendo Switch. Personally, I bought the limited edition game as I specified earlier. That does mean I have all the DLC as well, just to clarify that. So I have nearly played a full year of this game. I have now got to winter. I am a big Harvest Moon fan. I am not just starting out with this game. I first played Harvest Moon on the PlayStation 1 and fell in love with it. I have therefore, from then on, played all the Game Boy games, the Game Boy Color games, the Game Boy Advance games, as well as the DS games, the 3DS games, and pretty much like the PlayStation 2 games, the GameCube game that came out. So I have played pretty much nearly every game, bar maybe a couple, including some of the spin-off titles that aren't really Harvest Moon based. They've got the name in the title, but you kind of look at them, they're not a traditional game. So what I will say is, so some of the games recently on the 3DS have been shocking. So the recent one that was pretty much like Minecraft, where they would just like sort out the layout yourself, and you could see where like a door was on the map, or my one, it'd be like there's a map and you could see where this door was to get into somewhere else, but you had to spend like 3 months in the game working, like digging like a Minecraft person to get into the poxy thing. It wasn't fun, and they screwed some of the titles up. Obviously, Harvest Moon is not owned by the original people that made like the PlayStation 1 games and the original games that everybody fell in love with. But yeah, over the years, some of the games they have screwed, some of them haven't been so bad. Nintendo Harvest Moon DS and DSQ I absolutely adore, and I've put so many hours into that game, and stuff like that. So it's one of those things. There is also has been very big change in the way it looks and the art styles and the graphics and stuff like that, which is just one of those things. It happens with all kind of video games. They go through changes, and at the moment, from watching kids cartoons as well recently, it's kind of very like what I can see of everything seems to be going for this soft animation, which I don't quite get. I quite like the rugged animation. But Christ, even anime went through that. It was like really pointy, and now it's really like soft and completely different to when I first started watching it again. So everyone's been hating on this game, and I don't quite get it. So first of all, they've brought a few features back that they've taken out of previous titles, recent titles, which really to me makes it more Harvest Moon-esque, because it was just very like, oh, I loved that feature and now you've brought it back, that's brilliant. So yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick over to some gameplay of the game so you can see it. So 2 secs. So I'm gonna sort this out now. So this is like my character. Forgive my animals for having really unimaginative names, because they do. So you can expand your house for starters. So you've always been able to do that in every Harvest Moon game as far as I'm aware. You get your cat, you get your dog. you get a really shitty house to begin with, and the second of all, when you get your second house, you get your fridge and your kitchen. You also get extra storage and a silly shelf that tells you shit normally. Yep. So this stone is part of the DLC, which gives you this character and another later on, just in case you wonder. You get your crops like this. You can grow trees. You can upgrade your weapons, or well, not weapons, but your accessories. So your hoe, your watering can, etc. And as you do, you get more slots. Okay, they're more generous in this one. So first of all, you get 1, and then you go straight to like your 6 or your 9, sorry. When originally in the original games, it was like you got 1, then you got 3, then you got 6, and then the last one was 9. So they're a bit more generous. But yeah. So, sorry, 2 secs. You also get your storage and your sprites. And your sprites live in a little sprite house that you can go in. And you can talk to them. You can give your sprites items, and they like you more, and they're more likely to help you. I never did this in the first game. I don't think I understood that kind of concept, unfortunately, when I was younger. So you can fish with like your hammer. As you upgrade your hammer, you can break bigger and harder rocks. You go into a building, and this is one of the old features they've brought back, and the time stops because they realise, yeah, you got a load of shit to do. And it's bloody hard when they made some of the recent games where you couldn't do that. Like, it just carried on going. You can look after animals. The only thing I don't like is they lump all those animals in there. I'd prefer it to be like the original games where it had like a horse shack for the horse to go in, and then like the sheep and cows went in one. You know what I mean? That annoys me, but eh. You know, your rocks, they come back every day, pretty much. I never kind of got that. In the original first game, it was pretty much like the rocks outside your area came back every day, but in your area, like this bit, they didn't come back. There is places to explore. So there's your typical mining area. You can just wander about. There's trees you can do outside of the area. There's stuff like that. Flour, which you can collect. You have to work your way down the mine. A load of people say that's like a pain in the arse because you got like memory muscle, whatever it's called, because you have to get down to 100, but you have to work like frigging hard. I'm just gonna go on for one right now, but to get down to like 100, it was exactly the same in the first one. I remember it being a bitch because all you wanted was that blue shit. I can't remember what it's called, but that blue shit, it's like mythical or something, but still, you're like, that's all I want. And yeah, everyone's moaning that, so to get down, you have to do that to find the next ladder to go down. That was always the same in every friggin' one anyway. Like, I remember doing that. You know, the storyline isn't the best, don't get me wrong. Like, there's been a massive tornado or storm and everything is broken, but you are going to come and you are going to fix it. You know, the first storyline wasn't that much better. The first storyline was you used to go to your granddad's farm, and now your granddad passed away, and you were going to take over his farm and marry the girl you met when you were a kid. And it didn't matter who you married, because I married Ellie, Porel, and Christ, one of the other girls. The one that worked in like the cooking, like the inn. And seriously, no matter who you married, it was the person that you met when you were a kid. Yeah, it's weird. I always liked Perel, like the pink one. That's why if you actually go and look in at my animals, my first chicken is always called Pon, because her chicken that she cries about in the first game was called Pon, the one that passed away. There's a hot spring that you can, once you like recuperate, you can go in there and get your health back. That's always been the same. So he can make shit for you and upgrade stuff. They've kind of spread it out a little bit, but that's still the same. Don't get me wrong, I don't quite get the loads of areas like this where I could grow crops up here. I'm not going to grow crops up here because I'm not an idiot. But yeah, I don't see the point. I will say, so sometimes when you're trying to aim with this little cursor here, it doesn't seem to, like, your aim left and it will go up there like that. It's quite touch sensitive. It's annoying. But sorry, I've got like an itchy nose. I apologise. But all in all, it's not a bad game, and everyone's been going up in arms. I said, like, oh, it's not the Harvest Moon company that originally made the original Harvest Moons, and no, it's not. It's really not. I've got used to the soft animation, as I've said, but I prefer the original animation styles. Even on the DS, it was more visually appealing to me. Like DS, just Harvest Moon DS and DS cute, personally. But other than that, it's not a bad game, and if you follow it through, I said, this is my first year, and I'm in winter, as you can see, because of the snow. It's actually not that bad. It's your typical, you've got to do this to get to this stage and make this person like you to get further on. But I wouldn't, like, shun it like everybody is. Like, everyone's been doing these videos since one person done it, like, this game is, like, crap. Everyone's been, like, jumping on the bandwagon and being like, yeah, this game is not everything that it was cracked up to be. And it's not bad. I said, I picked it up mainly because, one, I bought it. And I normally, like, love Harvest Moon games. And I didn't like the original, like the previous 3DS ones recently, but I was like, I'll give it a go. I need a game to pick up. It's actually been quite enjoyable. You know, in general, money can be hard to make in the beginning and it gets easier later on. It's exactly the same as all of the others. So you can unlock different areas. So if I go on the map, go to here, I haven't unlocked these 2 areas yet, but these are all the areas. It tells you where all the characters are, so it's actually not terrible. You know, your village isn't actually, my foot's gone to sleep again because I'm like sitting on my foot. I don't think I ever learn. I'm like, I'll never do that again, and I always do it. The music's not terrible actually either. Like, I don't mind the music. It is very Harvest Moon-esque. But your villagers are here. Don't get me wrong, they just stand outside in the snow. I don't get that. But these people have stood here in these exact same spots for the past 2 months. And it's waiting probably for a next story update for me. But, you know, you've got these basic characters. You've got your witch. You've got, you know, once you work it out, you can get your Harvest Goddess. It's just, it's not terrible. It's not as bad as people think. And I'm really going to say that personally, after playing this for so long, I don't know if I can, or I can actually. For 20 or more hours now, I can honestly say it's not that bad. Like, you can actually zoom in and zoom out as well. So it's completely touchscreen to go with the screen, which I implore. I hate it when they just dish out a Switch game and it's like, you've not upgraded any of this. It's not even like Switch related in touchscreen wise. So
they've really thought about this. You know, it's a really nice looking game. It's actually quite enjoyable. I've enjoyed the storyline for what I've found so far. Yes, some of the soft animations aren't brilliant, but all in all, it's actually, yeah, it's not too bad. I haven't met a mermaid yet. I'm kind of hoping I do, because I forgot there was a mermaid until literally just as I said that. In the first one, you can marry a mermaid, or in DS at least, you can marry a mermaid. But then most of the characters are like, they get rid of. Perel was like my favourite, mainly because she had pink hair, and I loved the fact she had pink hair when I was a kid. But yeah, I would honestly rate this game about an 8.5 right now, and just because of its simplicity and easy to pick up as well, yeah, an 8.5 for this game that everyone apparently hates. And I'm not a first time gamer, and I have played the franchise from the very beginning. So give it a go and ignore what people are saying, because it's actually not too bad. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below, and don't forget to like if you like this video. You can dislike it if you dislike it, but that's it. Everyone's opinion, each to their own. Give it a go. You actually just might like this game. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time. So bye.